Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my podcast. My name is Jean Bennett and I will be your host for today. On my podcast today, I've got the ever-loving, beautiful, cute, and amazing self. Her name is... I'm just going to give her the chance to introduce herself. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I am so honored to be on a podcast, on your podcast, Jane. And this is my first podcast. I've never been on one. This is awesome.
No
Yes.
way. Like, I'm so honored to have you on my podcast, being your first ever podcast. And I am rooting for you to have your own podcast because I want to go there and show myself too.
Thank you. For your audience, maybe some people know me already because we have pretty small community. My name is Valerie. My full name is Valeria, which I like a little bit more, actually. I'm a tattoo artist here in Jinan. My brand name is Arauta Tattoo. If anyone wants to check it out on Insta or here on WeChat.
Alrighty. Okay, you guys, without further ado, of course, I'm just going to dive into the whole topic. And today, okay, this was supposed to be a solo topic, but when Valerie chatted me up and she was like, she would like to talk about this, I was like, hold up. You've like make my day because I had to push this talk. It was supposed to be last Sunday, but when she texted me, I was like, is this how nature works? Like, I just shifted the podcast to be today, and she texted me that she wants to be. I was like, okay, the space is still open and you're so welcome. So thank you so much, and I hope I would have a very good time with you. So I will not...
Yeah.
Go on, please.
No, honestly, when I texted you, like, oh my God, this is my favorite topic. I listen and I read about it all the time. And we started talking and you're like, you should get your own podcast.
Oh yeah. I said that. And I will stick to my word. You should get your own podcast because when you were chatting with me, you had a whole lot of ideas. I was like, what? Why haven't you even have your own YouTube channel? Like, yo. So, yeah, okay, that is by the way, you guys.
Everything, girl.
It's okay, I got it. So, today we're going to be talking about how to effectively do a self-talk, okay? And with the help of Valerie, I actually have other like ideas and things to talk about on this topic. So we're just gonna dive into the first one. But before we go into the first one, I would like to ask Valerie, do you have like anything to say before we follow the book? Like something generally to open this podcast today?
I believe self-talk, especially lately, became a very, very important topic because maybe it is the time, maybe it is the technology and exposure to so many things and so many other people's life where you just see the highlights, right? And we just start talking badly to ourselves. I'm not doing well, I'm not this, I'm not that. And I believe people of our generation, and especially younger generation, just have a really hard time trying to just kind of survive. And if you can master this self-talk and you can talk to yourself efficiently and kindly, then your life will be like infinitely better, right? It's not about the money, it's about how you see yourself. That's how you see the world, and everything else just comes. So that's what I believe.
Okay, I strongly believe with you because I feel like 21st century is a very hard century. Okay, I am part of the 21st century and I have seen the whole changes and the whole difference from our century to that of our parents. I mean, they are more relaxed, but our century, we have like social media and it makes us think a lot, which is very, very detrimental to our health, our brain, and even our spirit. So I totally agree with you. I totally, totally agree with you. So I'm just gonna dive into the first one, which you talked about how does self-talk happen, and what is self-talk like? When do we get to the stage that we know that, okay, I have to give myself a self-talk? Like, what's the idea behind this whole thing?
I think there is a self-talk that you do intentionally when you like vocalize something or where you internally think something about yourself. But then there's also an undefined self-talk that happens all the time. It comes to you as automatic thought, as a deep belief that you have, as a trauma, everything that comes to your mind. Like, it's not only the words you say to yourself. This is a big trap as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
you think, oh, I called myself ugly and fat, oh, I won't do this anymore. But then you have these feelings and emotions that you kind of can't explain really, but you still feel bad. So this needs to be worked on as well. So everything happening on the inside is kind of a self-talk, I think.
Okay, okay. So, let's talk about the negative one first of all, because
Yeah.
I feel like this is, when you have positive self-talk, it's more like an advantage. But when you have the negative one, it's a disadvantage. So, how do the negative self-talk come in? Like, when do we get to identify all this and we be like, okay, I'm thinking about this, so it's high time I talk myself out of this. Like, how do we identify those negative self-talk?
First of all, these are first of all obvious ones when you look at yourself in the mirror or in the video and you go, oh, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done this.
Mm-hmm.
This needs to stop first,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this is obvious negativity. And then there is another one where you, let's say, scroll social media or you see
Mm-hmm.
someone in the street and you have a negative kind of envious feeling that, oh, you're worse than them. You're not specifically maybe saying it,
Mm-hmm.
but this is, yes, this is negativity as well. So anything that irrationally makes you feel bad would be a negative self-talk.
Okay, that's
Like
perfect.
self-image, self-talk. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, great. Okay, so that is basically how to identify, because sometimes we talk about self-talk and we don't really know why we need it, and we don't realize them when they come, like negativity in our life, and we don't realize that we need a self-talk at a particular time and point in time. So, like you've just explained, it's when we feel like shit, is when we feel like, oh, this person must have everything I don't have. Like when we have this situation, having a self-talk is very important. Okay, so that is for how to how the self-talk happens. Okay, so maybe number two, I would like to ask about the identifying self-talk. I think we just talked about it, right? You kind of like
Could you repeat that, please?
okay, like
I
I
had a
think
problem with connection.
it's okay. You make mention of something that I think has covered number one and 2 points. That is, how does the self-talk
Yeah.
happen, and identifying self-talk. So maybe we could start with the practical ways of battling self-talk. So this is it. This is what we've been waiting for you to talk about.
I
Okay.
actually, I
Uh-huh.
remember I have another point. I have another point I wanted to make, and I think it's very interesting. I used to be in therapy for quite a long time because I struggled with a lot of demons, and I still do. And it is very difficult to do self-improvement, right?
Okay.
And what my therapist taught me on the inside, if you imagine it, right, it might be easier for you, right? You have a critic who constantly criticizes you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then you have, oh, let's say a lawyer. Like imagine everything happens in a big courtroom, right? There's a critic who judges you, and he wants you to feel bad. He wants you to go to prison of your own mind, because your mind can be a prison. And then there's a lawyer who protects you, who says, no, you're actually good. You have this, you have that. You are an amazing person. Look how many people love you. And then yourself, like you is the judge. So for you, it is the most important thing to decide which side to go on. So why would you, like if you talk to yourself, like why would I be siding with the critic? Critic is not on my side. He doesn't want good for me. It might sound like he wants me to be better, but this is a trap. This is no. It doesn't. It's like a toxic friend who tells you, yeah, you should lose some weight, you'd look better. Yeah, you should fix your nose because it's really ugly. No. So, right?
Okay, I get that. I get that. Okay.
You should be on your side. You should be your best friend and lawyer, let's say.
Okay. Okay. I think the example you made with the judge and the lawyer, it's how do I put it? A real example to use on our everyday life, because that is more like how our life and how our life is. So yeah, that's a very good point. And let's come to the practical ways of battling the self-talk. What do we do, like when we feel stuck, when we feel like, oh no, like I don't even know my place in this life? Because I feel like everyone feels this, especially if you're in China. I don't know about other places, but if you're in China, it's more like a battle. Like it's a battle. So how do you, like, what's your advice on how to practice and battling the self-talk? Like, what is this? What is your
That's a good word. That's
way
a good
of
word.
doing that?
Battling. I love it.
I got
Okay, first I wanted to I wanted to differentiate the internal things that you can do and external things like actions. So first of all, I think what I did, I wrote down things that are good about me. When I was in a good mood, when I was in a okay mood, right? You write down a list of everything that you do well, every person in your life that loves you and cares about you, everything important that you did, your good qualities. Like you gotta have a big list, right? Anything you can pop the biggest. Sorry, I don't know if I can curse here. The biggest.
It's okay. I think so.
Bubbles.
Okay.
Right? You write it down. Everything, every little thing. And when you find yourself like going down into the spiral, you have to have this list ready to read it, because it works when you talk to yourself like, yes, I'm actually good. Yes, I'm actually important. But reading is proven to be more effective. It is like someone is talking to you. It is a different type of information processing. So you got to have that ready somewhere. It's like your little emergency thing. You break and you're like what is good about me? You know.
I feel like okay, because I've just wrote it down on my paper, and I feel like number one, writing down things that are maybe matters to you and feel so good to you and you feel happy about. Number one helps us to also practice the gratitude, okay? Because I'm one person that I love to practice gratitude, even when I don't feel like it, even when I feel like shit, or I'm like, okay, this person, you hurt me so much, you don't deserve anything from me, but I still like sometimes try hard to practice gratitude. So I feel like this writing down of the things that you are still happy about and the things you still like about yourself and the people you know that still likes you genuinely also helps to, fight some negative thoughts, and also helps us know how to talk to ourselves personally. So yeah, Number one is
Absolutely.
writing down everything good about you. So, is there maybe another point? Is there something else you'd like to add or
Of
something?
course.
Okay.
Of course. So these are the things that are working on your internal world, let's say. So things that are good about you. Gratitude was my second point because it literally
Look at
changed
that.
my life.
Look at that. It's more like we're thinking same thing right now.
That's right.
Okay.
Gratitude honestly changed my life.
Oh.
Every day,
Mm-hmm.
5-10 minutes. You don't have to make it like a big deal. You do it in the morning. You do it as you want, as a prayer, as a just listening to someone speaking it to you. There are lots of things on YouTube or Spotify, anywhere. You just type it. It's really that easy. Or you write it down, your personal gratitude. And it's very effective. Like I listen to gratitude every morning when I ride to work.
Wow.
Literally
Okay.
takes like 10 minutes, right?
What's your favorite channel?
So
What's your favorite
my
person
favorite channel.
or the person you like to listen to? Who? I would like to know.
Um, there is one. I honestly don't remember the name of the channel. It's on
Okay.
Spotify. I think it said Daily Gratitude, and they have morning gratitude and evening gratitude. So you
Wow.
start your day, and she says very basic stuff like, I feel grateful for water and air and whatever. You're like, yeah, true, because not a lot of people have that kind of thing. And you just start, being more grateful about these kind of things.
Mm. Okay. Okay. That's a
What
good
kind of,
way to start the day.
right? What kind of gratitude do you do?
Well, I'm not much of the words of affirmation, but I am practically gratitude. Gratitude is that an English word? Oh, okay. I am gracious. I am practically gracious about, especially when I feel not happy. I still feel like there is something that should be left with not being happy at this moment. So mostly I am gracious about maybe having something to eat. I mean that is that should be a
Mm-hmm.
very very good necessity because a lot of people in the world sometimes they may be very rich but cannot eat. I mean maybe they're busy or they're sick, and if for anything the most important thing I always talk to myself and I'm gracious about every morning is the health. Like we cannot
Mm-hmm.
overemphasize this health. I mean we can if anyone is healthy in this world today, I feel like it should be number one thing to always remember to be gracious about, to be very gracious about. So yeah, basically I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for the fact that I can think. I mean, I can think, and the food, the air, the even seeing people outside the streets, the noise, my cat, obviously, or anything, yeah. So I'm gratitude. I'm grateful. Yeah, that's the word. I'm grateful for a lot. Yeah.
Grateful, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you make a good point with the health. Yeah, because it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better with the time. No.
Exactly. Exactly.
Unfortunately, you can only sustain it. So I totally agree with you. Yeah, cool. Also, one of the points that help you, if your mind is swirling with thoughts, I know it's been over said many, many times. It's meditation,
Meditation.
right? And the way it's been, the reason why it was said so many times, because it works. It simply does,
Okay.
right? And there are many ways of doing it. You can use an app. There are many good apps like Headspace or Balance. I think the first year is free on Balance. So,
Okay.
Meditopia. These are the three that I use. Also,
Okay.
you can use any meditation on YouTube, on Spotify. There are endless, endless resources. It might be scary to like, because the choice is very vast. So you might be like, oh, which one should I choose? Choose one, just any, just 5, 10 minutes. Start with 5. Sit in silence, listen to this meditation, and just try to focus. Because don't try to stop your thoughts, because that will make it worse. Just step by step, try to focus on focus on your breathing. Yes, so breathing is the most effective technique.
Meditation, not
to focus on.
medication. All right. So
Sorry?
I've got a problem. Like me personally, I've got a problem with like the meditation. My mind always like I'm always thinking about a lot, maybe what to eat and where to go to. Because I love food a lot, and I can just sit and think about something and just be in the mood, try to savor the moment in all of that. So it's a bit hard. What advice do you give to me? And I do multitasking a lot, and I kind of feel like that is something that is not supposed to be channeled to meditation. So how do I manage being a multitasker and learn how to meditate? What's your advice?
There is actually a technique that I can teach you. It helps me 100%. So once you sit down to meditate, there are 3 things you need to keep in mind. If you have a thought, you distance yourself from it by thinking, oh, it's a thought. If you sit down and you meditate and you think, what am I going to eat? You immediately think, oh, that was a thought. It already creates enough distance for you to kind of forget about it. Then if you have a feeling rising, you just identify it, as if it's a feeling. That's the second one. The third one, if you start kind of judging something, like having an opinion about something in your mind, you name it as a judgment.
Judgment, okay.
So these 3 little markers, they might sound kind of silly, but they do help. So you sit down, again, there's something pops in your head, you think, that's a thought. Another one comes up, you're like, that's a thought. Once you have that, you come back to your breath. You try it once, you try it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then it becomes a little habit. So for example, I do it without meditation now in my real life. Like I'll need to focus on something and I'll be writing and something pops into your head and you're like, oh, that was a judgment. And then you keep writing. So you come back to what you were originally focusing on. So when you try it, you let me know if it worked for you.
I have to try it. Like, something as easy as sometimes I will be editing my videos or like making some applications online, and I remember, oh, I have to do something on Instagram. And then I go to Instagram. Oh, maybe I have a message I need to reply on WeChat, and I go to WeChat. And my basic focus should be like the editing, right? But before you know it, I'm doing 10 things at a time. And it's not, it's true, like, it's so crazy. And I'm like, gosh, I can't focus.
It's the modern hustle culture. It's the modern hustle culture. I gotta be everywhere.
Oh my gosh, like, I want to learn it.
This one is also easy once you have specific time for writing or for live streaming or something else you're doing. You just make it as easy as possible. You take out all the distractions. You mute your phone. You put it on do not disturb mode or whatever. So you take it out, and like might be uncomfortable for a few minutes, but then it just becomes easy. Right, first time, second time, third time. Especially on your phones now, you can have app restrictions. Like at 10 p.m., all of my apps just they're restricted. I have no notifications, and I start doing my evening routine. And I'm so used to it that I don't even have inclination to check my phone after 10 p.m. And it's really effective.
Wow. Check your phone, like, you stop checking your phone after 10 p.m., right?
Yeah, I'm not. Only if there's something important going on or I'm stuck in the studio later, then yes, I'll
10
have
p.m.
to. But 10, 11, like before midnight, there should be, it depends what time people go to bed. Everybody has their different schedules, right? Should
Mhm.
be generally an hour before bed because that's when your wind down time happens and you're preparing yourself for sleep. The best quality sleep is when you don't have your mind going
Gotcha.
100 miles per hour.
I
So,
get it.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Like all these little things, all these
Mm-hmm.
little practical things that you need to do every single day, they build up your self-esteem and your internal world as a muscle,
Okay.
right? And it's not just like you have negative self-talk and you're like, I'll stop it. No, I
Mm-hmm.
won't. I won't respond to it. It doesn't
It's
happen that way. It takes
right.
effort. It takes a lot of effort,
True. True.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go back to my little list.
Okay, please. Please go on.
Right. We said list of your good qualities and your good things in your life. Gratitude, meditation. Then I would like to add breathing practices. Also, if people
Breathing?
want it, breathing practice.
Oh, okay.
Mm. There are a few techniques that people do. I personally do 4-7-8. Do you know what it is?
No, please. I don't know.
You don't? Oh my God. I already love being here.
Okay,
So you
before you
inhale
go
on
on,
4.
sorry, Valerie, before you go on, I need to welcome my one of my amazing guest speakers. She just joining as an audience today, Sarah. Hi,
Oh,
Sarah. Thank
cool.
you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So this is Valerie, and she's basically teaching me what I was supposed to talk about today. Look, I just want to be a listener. Look at my book, you guys. Look at my book. I'm already writing.
Wow.
So I'm learning so much. You're very much welcome, Sarah.
Thank you.
Hello,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
All right, so please go on, Valerie. You talked about the breathing practices. Okay, can I understand what
Yes.
that is?
Yes. There are several practices. I'm going to mention a couple. You can do them before bed or when you feel stressed or just daily at a certain specific time. So 4-7-8 is when you inhale on 4, you hold your breath on 7, and then you breathe out on 8. We can try once, so you know what it means. So we
Okay.
inhale on 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, sorry.
7, and then exhale through your mouth. And then we exhale through your mouth.
Mhm.
So like this,
Okay.
like a little balloon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's supposed to calm you down. You do 3, 4, or 5 cycles, and it's really effective.
Hmm. Can we try something?
You
Sarah,
want to try? Okay, let's do it.
Sarah, if
Sarah, let's go.
if you're okay, like if you're convenient and if it's convenient for you to open your camera, I think we should try this together. It's amazing.
Okay, I'm just gonna count, and you guys are gonna do it. Let's go.
It's
1.
not possible for me. I'm at the place of work right now.
Okay, you can just try maybe.
Yeah, I'm listening though. I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm watching you guys. Mm.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Let's start. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to breathe out. 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, breathe out, breathe out.
Okay.
So,
oh my god, that is great. Like I feel a bit how do I feel a bit what is the word? Light.
Grounded.
Light, yeah, like cool, chilled, kind of like feeling well. Okay. So the first one is the first one is you
4,
breathe
6,
in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
4 seconds. Breathe
you
in
hold
4.
for 7.
Breathe 4. Hold 7. Okay.
And breathe out through your mouth. Count by 8.
Breathe out through by 8. Okay. Cool. All right.
I'm gonna share one more. We don't have to practice it. Just it's a very easy one. It's called box breathing. It calms the nerves. It's to a count of 4 or to a count of 5. You just breathe 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can even draw the box with your eyes or with your finger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. It really works when you have a panic attack or anxiety attack or just you're genuinely nervous.
Okay. So I think I have a question because this is what I was having in mind before like I got you as a guest. I was actually planning on like talking to ourselves, especially the young ones of this 21st century, like that's all of us here, and how to, beat that. We've talked about it, like the start of this podcast, how to beat the negative thoughts when they come up. And I used to tell myself that the world does not revolve around me, and the world cannot give me everything I want at every time I want it, even if that's what we all desire. Like we just want to feel good, we just want to have that dopamine rushing all the time and all of that. So when that dopamine stops rushing, how do we talk to ourselves to either carry on, because this is the point that most people give up. Like how do you, in your own case right now, how do you advise, or how would you in your own case keep pushing when you don't see a reason to push? I'm not talking about business or money here. I'm talking basically about our life, because social media can be so overwhelming that will be like, you know what, I think I'm doing shit, like I'm not doing anything, even if you've been putting hard work in what you're doing. So when that negative self-talk comes up, how do we talk to ourselves and our spirits so we continue?
It is a great question. It's a great question, and I think I'm gonna contradict your point by saying that your world should revolve around you, because you are the most important person in your life, in your world. No one is more important than you, right? And you gotta make yourself happy. You are the only person who can make yourself happy, right? Doesn't matter what others are saying or what social media is saying. It comes from within. There are people who have nothing and they're still happier than some people who have millions, right?
That's true.
It doesn't, right? It only comes from within. So how to have that healthy attitude to yourself and healthy self-image, and to talk to yourself efficiently and positively. First of all, you gotta take out all the things that make you feel bad. For example, you go on social media, anything that makes you feel envious or bad or angry, delete it, unsubscribe, or just mute it if it's your close friend and you have to be subscribed. You just mute it. You make yourself a priority. Like, my mood is my priority. I'm not gonna look at anyone who makes me feel bad, even if it's maybe unreasonable. It can be unreasonable, right? You treat yourself as your best friend, right? You wouldn't talk to your best friend, oh, she's better than you. Yeah, oh, she is more pretty than you, or he's more, wealthy or whatever. So first, the easiest one, because we gotta pick the low-hanging fruit first, right? We take out all the negativity from outside. You take out all the toxic people, if that's possible, or lower the amount of time you spend with them, even if it's your family member, right? Even if it's your family member, you can kind of, be a little bit like put your border, I don't know. You know what I mean?
The boundary.
Right? Then the boundary, good one, thank you. And then you need to figure out what you are all about, what your priorities are, what your values are. And you just gotta work on yourself, on your life, and you gotta compare yourself with yourself and just feel grateful to yourself for everything that you do, and just be your best friend and your best teammate, right? You gotta find a hobby that makes you feel good. You gotta do one more thing, the most important thing that I found the last couple of years: people. You need to be building your tribe, your community that understands you, that values you for who you are, accepts you. And I believe this is a life-changing thing. You give and you receive. The more you give, the more you receive. Like, the people in my life, I am like the happiest person. Everybody, I have all my friends, they're the best. So that's why I feel good when they feel good, and vice versa. So, because we are sociable creatures, right? Even biologically, we need to have people, like a small tribe. What do you think about that?
Okay, I think, I wouldn't say jealous, but I'm always very envious of when people say, I have a tribe. I'll be like, I want to be in a tribe, but I feel like there are not so much people that may understand you the way you want them to understand you. And that is life. Like, you cannot force people to understand everything about you, and you cannot change for them either ways, and you cannot expect them to change for you. So yeah, I think what you talked about, it's more like the law of attraction, on you give what you want to have. So I think I would also put that in place, and I would like to have another podcast on how to build a tribe, actually. Hold on.
I love that.
I don't want to miss it, so I need to write it down. How to build a tribe anywhere. Okay.
That's a good topic. I have a friend who is master tribe builder.
No way.
I actually live with him.
It's nice. Okay, you guys. I don't know. I want to build a tribe, but I'm not an introvert. I am not an extrovert. So I'm like in balance, and you have to be balanced for like something to come, and obviously you have to give out to get in. So I think this is more some like I would like to learn more from you, apart from like the self-talk and the meditation and the breathing exercises. These are legit points that I would like to be practicing, and in a world where it feels like you have to do more for people out there. I don't think it should be that crazy. We the young ones, we always like, I need to do this for people to like me, but no one really cares. Actually, if you look deep into like the whole world and no one really cares about you actually. So even if you do
No
something
one.
good or bad, people will definitely talk. So why not just do it for yourself, you know? So yeah, these are some situations whereby we should think about and also know that self-talk, effectively talking to yourself, not like, because some people will be talking about talking to themselves about being better than they are. I know, like, in a normal sense, you should be better, but you should not go extravagantly just for someone else to like you, because the person will also end up liking someone else that may be better than you. So, you know, I've got a lot to say.
True.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
You see, that's a good. Oh, I would love to talk on the tribe building thing because you got to put yourself out there enough to find your tribe, right? So it's like, even if you are introverted, I also have a lot of introverted things going on, but you
Mhm.
got to put yourself out there in order to find these people. They are out there because there's 7 billion people,
Mhm.
and people of any flavor, every
I
flavor,
know,
right?
right? That's a lot. Okay, so
One more thing.
all right, all
Sorry,
right.
sorry to interrupt. It was
Mm.
one of the most important things that I wanted to say. It's a short one. It's taking care of your body. It's water, it's sleep, it's sport, and nutrition. Like, I can't stress enough how much that is important.
Taking care of the body, okay?
Yes, yes. And if you are in a very bad state with this negativity, even
Will not work. Oh my.
medication, it will, I mean, yes, that my point is, if you are just taking meds and you're not doing any of this that I mentioned, it doesn't work. It only works all together,
Okay.
right?
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with medication. Like, I have an experience with this and it helped greatly. There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with taking some meds. And but it only works if you want to, if you're trying, and if you are your best support group and your best friend, and you're like, yes, we can do this, yes, don't give up,
Mhm.
stuff like
Ah,
that.
okay. Taking care of your body. This should be directed to me personally. I don't want to talk about it today, but this thing should be directed to me because I always feel like, oh, you know what, Jane, you're healthy. You don't have to work out. You don't have to drink a lot of water, you know. But yo, we all have to do this
Yo,
thing.
that's a trap.
Yeah, that is the word. That is a big trap because you know I've got a deceiving body. No matter what I eat, I don't grow fat. Okay, so I'm like, oh,
Ah.
it,
Witchcraft.
it's witchcraft. So, oh my gosh, Valerie, we've been talking for almost 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, the last, we have 2 points here, but I'm just gonna rush it so we give our audience the chance to ask questions, and then we stop so you can get back to your work. Okay, I think we have like two, which is to differentiate the different activities to do for self-talk, like you made mention of the journaling, and the last point is the
Oh,
external
yeah.
and internal ways. So maybe you can look for a way to put these two topics together. Like how to
Right.
activities for self
Let me.
care. Okay.
Yes.
Go.
So, okay, let's put them together. You're right, in one list. I'm just going to read the list that helps me, and
Okay.
like, everyone should write out at least 20 points of their own things, but they might have similar points. So obviously, a list of good things and achievements and good things about me and my life. Meditation, gratitude practice, journaling, then taking care of your body, which involves water, sport, eating
Mhm.
well, sleep. Sleep should be on top, actually. Sleep is like, there's nothing without sleep, without good
Mhm.
sleep. I also practice affirmations. alongside with gratitude because they are a little different. Like the I am affirmations. Also can find them on YouTube. They're everywhere. Then, okay, my little things that I do. Lo-fi music, warm shower, talk to your people, your family, like have a good talk with someone who cares about you. This works wonders. I personally draw and paint. This helps me.
By the way, your drawings are amazing. Your drawings of the buns, like the rabbits, they are cute. They are cute. Oh,
thank you so much. Some people might write poetry or I don't know. What is your hobby?
Okay. Are you asking me? Oh gosh.
You do the podcast. Yeah, of course.
I am a multitasker if that's a hobby. But yeah, I love to create content. Okay, I love to create content, and I sometimes love to listen a lot on like YouTube. I'm a good listener, by the way. I'm a good listener, and I did not just become a good listener. I had to learn. It's more like a hobby where I wake up every morning and I watch some channels that help me understand and help me learn how to listen. So I don't have a hobby of like reading. Okay, I read a lot, which actually I'm in the Jinan book club. You know about that, but I also learn like the external mind, and so yeah, it's my current hobby apart from traveling, obviously.
Wow, you are a good listener. I noticed that straight up. Yeah, maybe listening to this content and creating this your personal meditation style. So also works. I really love candles. You can't see, but it is a candle in a coconut.
Oh my gosh! Did you make this yourself?
I wish I did. I'm gonna start making candles like next month.
The whole vase is
right now. I have too much work.
A coconut, like a coconut.
I can't show it because everything's gonna spill. But it's a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh! It's cute. It's so
right. Any scented candles, they really help relax. Different scents for different types of mood and time of the day. Everything. Okay. I actually have a point to eat really good meal. Like that helps. Eating a really meal with your favorite food and really enjoy it. Then my personal meditation is cleaning.
Oh like my god!
Or taking care of. Yes, cleaning up.
Yes. That is a way I meditate. Like I don't know, but each time I don't clean my house, probably I'm so busy, or the day you cannot just do everything, I feel so wasted. I feel so bad. I feel so unorganized, Yeah, so that is a good way. Is that part of meditation? That means I'm meditating. Yeah.
You are meditating already. 100%. Cleaning is, especially dishwashing. Dishwashing is mwah. My favorite is dishwashing and mopping the floors. My husband will be the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, alrighty. Okay, cleaning.
Okay, I'm gonna just rush through and just read 12-point reading, then doing some like beauty things like masks or just taking care like of the hair, of the face, just relaxing. Going to the spa. There's a really good spa in Jinan. We probably all know it. And doing some sport or yoga or Pilates. And just smile, honestly. If you look at yourself in the mirror and smile and force yourself to smile, it sends a signal to your brain to feel happier.
Smiling. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is not hard for me anyways, because I love it. I love to smile. Sometimes I'm walking on the road, I'll be like, you know what, Jane? you have to start from this maybe 1 kilometers, and when you get to 10 kilometers, just make sure you're smiling, no matter who looks you on the way. Like, just walk or ride while smiling. So I think that is a very good one. Thanks for actually reminding me of that. I should do that
That's
more
sweet.
often.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, because not a lot of people smile in the streets, and they should do it more, I
that's true.
think.
That's true. That's true. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
is almost 1 hour, Valerie. It's more flies whenever I do my podcast. Gosh. Ah,
Well, the topic is good. What do
it's
you want?
amazing. Like, it's amazing. And I always tell my guests, you know what? It's gonna be maximum of 30 minutes, 14 minutes. And you'll see us talking for an hour and some minutes. I just have to cut the whole sessions. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Valerie. I think I have to stop now. If not, we might get to like 3 hours, and that is more like gonna eat up our day. So you talked about a lot, and briefly, guys, I'm just gonna mention. Okay, I'm gonna give. Oh my God, Sarah, please, do you have a question? I'm so sorry. Now I'm rushing. Gosh, I don't like to rush. Sarah, hi. Do you have a question for our guest today, Valerie? She's very ready to answer your questions.
Oh, yeah.
Hi again.
Hi.
I don't have a question. Everything was pretty much clear for me, even though I joined a bit late. But everything was
Sorry.
nice. Everything was interesting, though I learned a lot. But I don't have a question. I think everything was said, and especially about the hobbies and how to control yourself, how to take care of yourself, how to make sure that your mental health is your priority. I think that one was the most important part of all of it. So I'm grateful for learning so much, and yeah, everything was nice. Everything was good. I don't have a question though.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Sarah.
gosh. Thank you so much for actually picking up all this and reminding me of all this again and again. And okay, can we hear maybe 3 or 4 things you're grateful for?
You talking about Sarah or me?
Maybe Sarah first, and then you, and then me, because I will have to.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you say it again?
Can you give us, okay, let's say 3 things. We all have to say like 3 things we are grateful for, like most grateful for, without thinking so much about it. What are 3 things you're most grateful
Uh, the first thing is life. I'm grateful for life, and I'm grateful to be alive because everything has happened. A lot of things that happened in 2022, 2021, especially here in China. We have gone through so many things at the same time.
for?
So
Gosh.
I'm grateful for life. The second thing is I'm grateful for my family, for the support and the prayers, and because it's very far. Africa is very far from China, so sometimes when you want to talk to your family, you cannot because the network is disturbing. You're busy. When you're awake, they're sleeping that side. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my family. And the third thing is I'm grateful because I am doing what I love.
Oh my
I
gosh,
am
that's something.
I'm doing actually what I love. I love everything that is related to health and to kids.
Mm,
So
Oh,
I
that's sweet.
personally have been having that passion since childhood, taking care of babies, taking care of children, and be a medical doctor and do everything that is related to health, whether it's mental health or physical health. So I'm actually doing what I love, and I'm grateful for that because not everyone has the opportunity to do what they actually love.
mm,
The passion. I think the most important thing is the passion. When you have the passion for something, you just do it. You don't have to force it. You
mm,
don't have to pretend. You don't need someone to be pushing you into it. You just do it for the love of what you want to do or for the love of the thing. So I am grateful for that too. So
Thank
those are
you
the three
so
things that I'm actually grateful for. Yes.
this
Wow.
the third one is amazing. The third one is something to actually think about. To actually think about. So what about you, Valerie? What are the three things you are most grateful for?
Just gonna say firstly that sounds like Sarah has a really full and happy life, and that is amazing. I think she mentioned three the most important things: people, health, and things that you do. A thing that you do. Your what do you call it? What you're supposed to do in life. You know
Mhm,
what I mean.
mhm.
Um, I'm grateful for people in my life, for my friends, my tribe, my family. I'm just gonna extend the circle a little bit because I don't think I would be anywhere without them because they're amazing. I'm grateful for art. I'm grateful for like my passion for art and all the things that brought me finally to the thing that I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm,
And I am just enjoying every minute of it. And it feels amazing. I've never felt this happy. So I'm also grateful for the thing that I do, just like Sarah mentioned. And I am grateful for my health as well, mental health, general health. And it's not just something that is given to you, like something you
exactly.
work for. And I appreciate, yes, I appreciate what I already have and what I put in to make it even better. Yes.
Okay. It's not what you have, but you have it's what you have to work for. Okay, that's a word.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, I think for me the most important things I am so grateful for is obviously family. I cannot overemphasize that in my life. Okay, those people I don't know, but I feel like God always select the kind of people they put in your life. I mean the family, and also sometimes the friends that especially here in China, it's actually a bit hard to see a long relationship like friends and the quality ones. So I am so grateful for the ones that are in my life currently. Honestly speaking, I am so grateful. And the second thing I think I am very grateful for is the act of gratitude. Okay. I have never had this act and I have worked towards having it and having more of it. And the last one actually would be like the spirit of contentment, if I can put it that way, like the spirit of contentment, because I am not perfect. Sometimes I'd be like, this person is doing more than me. Sometimes I want to break down, I want to hit myself so hard to doing whatever. But at the end of the day, I just have this. How do I put it? It's more like something that I've been building, and it's now more like part of me, like 60% on also coming back to thinking about what I have already, rather than
Mm-hmm.
get lost with what I want. I just come back after thinking so far, come back to thinking about what is left and what I should be contented with. Yeah. So these are three things I really thank God for and I'm so grateful for. Oh
That's
my God. Okay,
amazing.
you guys, we have to leave here in less than 1 minute, and that is gonna be an
Ah,
of talking to you. I don't want to leave. I do not want to leave, but the podcast is getting so long, and I would give us a space to have more podcasts, maybe concerning the tribe thingy, or maybe like the self talk part two. I would just talk with you about that, and obviously get to book another section with you. Thank you so much, Sarah. I love you so much. Thank you. And Valerie, I cannot stop loving you, I guess. I cannot say stop so loving you. You guys, both of you, like your contributions, your everything just make this podcast a whole lot more fun than me doing it alone. So thank you so much. And I will have to end this podcast. First, let me end the recording. I will end